Calls for bans and restrictions are coming from as high up as the governor's office when it comes to cell phones on school campuses. Action News Now reporter Blake Mayfield is live at Chico High School. So Blake, we've reported that the board has discussed a new policy. What do students need to know for those who weren't at that meeting last June? What do they need to know about using their phones on campus this week?
Well, Haley, these changes in cell phone guidelines will affect all students and all people of all ages across the Chico Unified School District. And with the updates, the district feels they've actually gotten ahead of what the state of California and the governor is asking them to do. School is back in session for the fall at Chico Unified School District. And with the new school year comes new rules. This year, that means bans on times when students can use their cell phones.
In elementary, cell phones are not allowed in a sense. They must be put away inside backpacks at all times. At junior high, cell phones are allowed before and after school. And for high school, cell phones must be put away inside their backpacks during instructional time.
In 2019, Governor Newsom signed Assembly Bill 272 into law, which grants school districts the authority to regulate the use of smartphones during school hours. And just last week, Newsom called on every school district in the state to restrict smartphone use in classrooms as the new school year commenced.
To be quite honest, we got ahead of the game as we had our board policy already, approved prior to what the state was doing.
Here at Chico High School, students sounded off on how they felt about the new cell phone policy.
They could have been more strict, which I am thankful they aren't, but I feel like the cell phone policy is all right. It's like how it has been for the few other years.
I feel like we should at least have 5-10 minutes to check them in class.
I think the policy is good, but I agree with him. I feel like we should have 5 to 10 minutes to check our phone, get the distraction off, and then after that, put our phones away.
While cell phone use may be a distraction for some students in class, Caldera says some high school students use their cell phones to stay in contact with their employers and parents throughout the day.
So that turned out to be quite a surprise when we discussed our board policy and the ARs with our high school students.
And Caldera says, like with any new guideline implementations, the toughest part is just being consistent in their messaging and also just having that same message and being consistent with parents and just letting them know what's going on and kind of keeping them in the loop with all this new stuff that they got going on. Reporting in Chico, I'm Blake Mayfield for Action News Now.
All right, thanks, Blake. We reached out to a lot of school districts about this issue. Gridley Unified says they have a cell phone-free policy. It's been in place for 4 or 5 years at this point. Anderson Unified says Anderson New Technology High uses magnetic cell phone pouches, and phones are not allowed during class at Anderson, North Valley, and West Valley Early College High Schools.